I'm feeling overwhelmed by my boyfriend. I've been needing a little help lately, so I, 22-year-old female, have been dating my boyfriend for almost 3 years. Ever since we were in the beginning stage of our relationship, I've expressed to him that I don't really enjoy affection too much. I have a few traumatic instances that happened to me in my childhood that makes me uncomfortable when I'm hugged or touched for so long. At first, he wasn't too affectionate. It started happening later in our relationship. Anyways, my boyfriend is super affectionate. He always wants to be near me, touching me, kissing me, hugging me. I've expressed to him multiple times that too much makes me uncomfortable. He gets upset at first, but he understands. However, he forgets like 30 minutes later and starts hugging me again. Oh, shit. Also, he texts me these long paragraphs every hour of the day telling me how much he loves me.
Aww.
I appreciate his text very much, but to be honest, texting him almost seems like a routine now. The words he constantly says to me are starting to lose their meaning. Any advice you can give me, I would appreciate it. Okay, so go ahead. Tell him, go ahead.
What? Tell him what? What am I gonna say?
This is you!
That's what you're gonna say, is that this is you.
Because I love him all the time.
This is me and her in reverse.
I love Michael all the time, all day long. I love it.
Just like, I don't do this, but I appreciate it. And I've never had a trauma that has, put me off the deep end a little bit. Okay, so let's start. First things is that you have to understand that the whole reason that you guys are in a relationship is because of those polarities that you guys have, right? Nobody, like, when you really think about it, opposites attract. That's the saying. Opposites attract. They do attract. So you attract somebody that's opposite of you. Obviously, it's within a reasonable
Same
range.
moral.
Yes,
same.
there's things that of course are aligned, but you attract the opposite. That's because you guys. That's what makes it fun, and that's what makes you guys
Attracted to each other.
if somebody who was exactly like you, who didn't show any affection towards you, who didn't give a fuck if he talked to you for 3 days, never messaged you once, never said he loves you, never said these long paragraphs, I bet you'd be miserable. I bet. I would be willing to bet.
I don't know. You say that with me too. But if I had somebody who was affectionate and romantic and loving,
no, and then every girl said
kissy,
yes,
that I would be miserable.
Yes, if it
but
was
I'm
not
like,
No, miserable. Okay, miserable.
miserable is too strong of a word.
You wouldn't be as attracted to him as you would me.
It's because, and same thing for me and you. Like, if somebody was like me who never said anything, I wouldn't like it.
you wouldn't like it
I
because there's
wouldn't.
times I don't say anything to you and you're like,
What's
"Am I
going on?
handsome?"
What's going on? I don't want to say that. Give me a break. That was such a lie. I never. She just made that up.
You did that to
She
me once.
just made.
No, I didn't.
She just made that up. That has never happened.
He's done
I
that
will
to me
say.
before.
I might say other things, but I've never said that
said
one.
that to me one
Okay. Okay.
You see how dramatic he is?
Yeah. Anyways, wrong. But like we were saying, I wouldn't like that if it was the exact me in that way. It just wouldn't work. Nobody likes that. The opposite is what makes you attracted to him.
Maybe you just need to like correct him when he's doing it too, like every time he does it.
And
Also, love languages. You need to tell him what your love language is and tell him that if he wants to show you the love that you really want to receive,
love
Says-
language.
Tell them what your love language is.
Which is
you know
what?
my love languages, but you do your own love language.
Yeah, it's gifts.
That's not my love language. He thinks my love language is gifts, so he'll buy me things randomly, but it's not my love language.
I know. I you know what I try and do? I try to make it. If I do it enough, maybe it'll become it. That's kind of my rationale for it. If you do it long enough, maybe it'll just morph into something like that. That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
I thought something else.
It has yet to be determined. I'm still working on that one. We got a long way to go. No, but seriously. So that's
But
important.
also, what he could be doing, no, wait, let me say this. What he could be doing is showing you so much love because he wants that love in return. So him like loving you and hugging you and kissing you and sending you messages, maybe he's saying, I want some of this in return, so I'm going to give you
Yes.
so much of it.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll give me some back.
Exactly. That's actually a really good point. So if she were to actually give him some of it instead of being that motherfucker that's like always, you know, you're kind of acting like, I mean, this is kind of how men act. We're kind of tough and like don't really like all that much. We like a little, but not that much. If you were to actually just give in a little bit, that in return might make him ease up.
Yes. Yeah.
And it might give you some space.
So it could be him asking for love by
Yes.
giving you extra love.
Yes.
So if you gave him some of that love that he wants,
Yeah.
he could feel loved by you and kind of like slow it all down.
Yeah, and you're saying I don't really enjoy affection too much. You need to work through that. That's something you're gonna have to work through because, you know, I mean, you said you had some traumatic instances, and you know that's fair enough. But I think that's the best way to do it, though. It's
You
like,
probably have to work through it.
yeah, you're gonna have to work through it, give a little bit.
But
because
we're not
then-
psychologists, so we don't know. But I think personally, affection is something that's really important in a relationship.
But we're not saying that the other party is totally disregarding, because he says so. He'll back off a little bit. He's not saying like he's totally like just going pedal to the metal. I think what's best for you is to go in, give him a little bit, like Emily was saying, some love and affection. Write him a long message and say how much you care about him and love him, you know, randomly. And then I promise over time he will ease up a little bit because he's not like searching for it all the time.
He's like, I gotta get it. It's like, I need it. So, ah.
Right?
You promise? You said you promise?
Did I say I promise?
Yeah.
I'll bet. I don't promise this, but I bet you. We don't promise. Nothing in life is promised. But I think it would be the best way for you to kind of work through it. And if it doesn't work out that way and he's still being affectionate, well, at least you know you tried this avenue to try to do it. And then you could just say, you know what? Like, it's just not working out. But you doing what you have been doing and him doing what he's been doing has not worked for you. So if you continue to just say, I'm going to just pull back and just keep pulling back, well, he's going to continue to just, As you pull back, he gets more on you. As you say, no, he gets more on you. He starts hugging you more and shit and fucking sending you more text. So it's
I feel
time.
like that's what it is. I feel like
Yeah.
it's because
Exactly.
he wants that love.
Exactly. He wants that in return, so he's giving it all to you and you're not giving anything back.
Plus, since you don't like that kind of stuff, it probably makes him want it more because
Yes.
you're probably so on the other end of the spectrum
Yes. Exactly. That's why she needs to give in a little
that he
bit.
craves it a little bit.
That polarity will still exist, and it should exist, because that's why you guys are working together. That's why you guys like each other to a certain degree. But you need to give some. He's going to give a little. He's going to pull back. You're going to pull back and all these things, and it's going to work out fine. And if it doesn't, then you can leave. And it'll be fine too.
Then you can find somebody who's not as affectionate.
Yeah, you can find somebody not affectionate and see if you like that. Personally, I would know that I wouldn't really like that very much. If I had the exact mirror of myself, I don't think I would like it very much.
Yeah, you like my affection, huh? Do you like my affection?
I mean. See? Thank you. See, she respects. Look at this space right here. She respects this bubble here.
No, I don't.
That's called respect.
No, I don't.
Okay, anyways, all in all, that's our advice. That's what we think you should do. That's how we think, like, over time that will help out. And so he's not so clingy all over you. And so he doesn't feel like he needs that from you. Right? He feels like he needs that from you because you're not giving him anything.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what it is. So give him a little bit of love, give him a little bit of attention, give him some random texts, and then he'll back the fuck off. And if he doesn't,
Bounce because you're done with it and you're tired of it.
and because you let him know that. Fair? Fair to say? Awesome. That's our take. That's our advice. Like, subscribe. Let us know what you think.
Our email is in the description to submit your own stories.
Email us here. Yeah, let us know your questions. Let us know what crazy stuff has happened to you. Let us know if we can help you out.
That's it.
That's it. We'll see you next time. Peace.